So tell us about how you got into performing. Do you remember your very first performance ever? Something in school or whatever age it was? Here we go.
Yes. I was in grade 4, and I was one half of Tweedledee and Tweedledum in the trial of Alice in Wonderland, which was music.
Wow. Do you remember
And I
lines?
remember,
Tell me. Please tell me about this show.
yeah.
I need to
So
know
it's good.
more.
So it was it takes place, the stories, it takes place after the whole Alice thing in Wonderland.
Yeah.
And the characters in Wonderland put Alice on trial to see if I think she should, because the Queen of Hearts is like, oh, right? And so
Okay, yeah. She's
I
up
was
on that
one half of Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
train.
Stephanie
Were you
Patrick.
for or against Alice?
We were for her.
Oh, you were for her.
We wanted her to live. Yeah, like we wanted her to survive in Wonderland. We wanted her to stay in Wonderland and live.
Okay.
So the thing was, I went to a smaller grade school, smaller Catholic grade school in Georgetown. And so we didn't have an auditorium. We only had a gym. So they made like risers in the gym, right? Like it was just one stage, and there were steps that went up the front of the stage. And that's how everybody got on stage, and that's how everybody got off stage. So at the end of the performance, like at the beginning, we all funneled on stage, up the stairs, and then we all funneled off stage, down the stairs. And my cohort and I, Stephanie and I, really played it up. Like I knew really, really early that making people laugh was the best feeling in the freaking world. Like it lit me up inside, even as a kid. Like all I wanted to do was be a goof. And so we really played it up. We had our song. I don't remember our song. I remember a bit of the title song though from the show.
Ooh, yes, please.
You ready?
Please.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland, how do you get to Wonderland? Over the hills and over dale or just behind a tree. That's all I remember.
Nice.
But that was a choral thing, yeah. And then we had a song, and we sang it, and we hammed it up. And then Alice had a solo, like to plead her case.
Ooh, okay.
And all the characters were like the jury, so we were on stage the entire. I don't know how they kept grade school kids on stage for an entire hour and a half and not. But
Diapers.
we really hammed it up, and we were like blowing our noses and throwing Kleenexes and so nobody heard Alice's solo because everybody was laughing so hard.
Oh, nice.
And I remember leaving the stage, and at the end we were all like, yay, Alice gets to stay, and then we all did a little dance off the stage, and we were supposed to go out. I remember somebody's grandfather grabbing me by the arm as I was leaving, because they were allowed to do that in the 70s, grabbing me by the arm and going, this was the funniest, I've laughed harder than I've laughed in years, and he was like cry laughing. And so we laughed, and we were like, yay, but there was this murmur happening amongst the staff. And the next day, Stephanie and I got pulled into the principal's office because we made people laugh too hard.
Wow.
And that's when, like in grade 4, you learn, so it's like, yeah, we made people laugh and feel good, but she didn't get her moment. Right? So it was a grade 4 learning moment, and I was like, what the F? But yeah, that was my very first performance. And the next year I was one of the vultures and the Jungle Book.
Wow.
I don't remember that song either. Yeah. So,
Cool school.
But I learned my community lesson.
And now you said you were one half of Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Were you D or dumb?
I will always say I was D, but then so did she. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're buffoons, right?
Yeah, you're kind of
the whole joke, or shouldn't that be the joke? Is they can't decide who's dumb? I feel like that should be played out more.
It should be. When I write the acquittal of the next trial of Alice in Wonderland, when the Queen
after the trial of Alice in Wonderland.
The trial after the trial. Yeah, the
what
retrial
would
of Alice in Wonderland.
That would be the appeal, right?
The appeal, yes, the appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the appeal of the trial of Alice in Wonderland.
Nice.